Hi, I'm Louise Marshall and I'm actually a tax director at Seymour Taylor. I work really closely with individuals and owner-managed businesses with all their sort of tax and accounting affairs. I first did my degree in accountancy and finance at Brunel University, which is West London. I then took my first step into my career, which was in a small practice in Windsor, where I worked for 3.5 years, working with a variety of sort of different clients, ranging from sort of individuals up to small sort of limited companies. I then moved on to a firm in Watford, which was a slightly bigger firm, where I was exposed to lots of different clients from different industries. After being there for 4.5 years, I decided that I needed to take my next career move, which turned out that I would end up at Seymour Taylor, which is where I've been for the last 9.5 years. I'm not a huge risk taker. I really just wanted a career that had steady progression, and I knew that was going to be sort of a stable career for life. So, also, just to be a little bit cliche, I'm quite good with numbers and I just wanted to work alongside people, so going into sort of a practice career, working with different clients was just perfect for me. Seymour Taylor wasn't actually a local firm to me. When I interviewed, I just got a really good feel about the place, had really good sort of long-term career prospects, and I just thought that this was the right firm for me. I predominantly deal with individual tax affairs and owner-managed businesses. I really enjoy this area of my work because I like working with people. I like working with different people from different walks of life, and I just feel like you get a real benefit from helping individuals and small businesses with their tax affairs. People buy from people, and I really do believe in that. You need to be able to trust your accountant. They're dealing with your personal financial affairs, so it's really, really important. They also need to feel that you've got the skills and expertise and able to deal with that, so if they don't get that initial feel from the first meeting, I don't think you're going to end up with a long-term relationship with those particular clients. So in the world of accountancy, things are ever changing. Automation is becoming just the biggest hot topic within accountancy. There's so many new softwares, there's so many new things that HMRC are introducing. So as a firm, we actually have an automation team that deal with these things. They keep us on top, they make sure that we know the latest software that's coming in and that we can advise our clients on those softwares so that they're actually using the latest products that are going to be the most efficient for their businesses. With the financial world and the changes constantly happening, we have to keep updated quite often. We're not just keeping ourselves updated, but we're trying to proactively tell our clients at the earliest opportunity any changes that are going to impact them. As with most businesses, COVID unfortunately had such an impact on our clients. We had many clients in like the entertainment industry that were, they were looking at prospects of growing their business, but COVID hit and it was literally about survival techniques. So as a company, we were trying to advise those clients on the best ways forward, but also obviously letting them know what funding was available. And I think we can quite happily say that a lot of our clients were quite successful or managed to keep their businesses throughout that time by adapting. You really need to find an accountant that actually has got the skill set that is able to deal with your business. So ideally they've got clients that have dealt with businesses in your industry before, and also with individuals as well. You want to find an accountant that has dealt with your types of individual tax affairs because everyone's affairs are different. There's also the really important thing of obviously being able to trust your accountant, and that's also very key. So this is a real honest opinion with regards to taking a step into accountancy. I've come from a university background, so I did a degree in accountancy and finance, but it's not always the best option for you. I would say look at all of your options because, depending on where you want your accountancy career to go, it might not actually mean that you need a degree. You could look at the apprenticeship route. There's so many different routes, but you've got to find the right one that's for you. From a very young age, I actually wanted to be a teacher. But as I went through my teenage years, I had a greater interest in sort of finance and business, and that's what sort of led me to my career in accountancy. I think my first one would have to be Lord Sugar. I think he's a well-respected businessman, no nonsense attitude, and I just really like that. Second, I think that would have to be Paul Hollywood. I mean, cake, who doesn't like a bit of cake? And I just think he's a really, really likeable character, and he gives praise when it's needed, and I think people just really like his company. And finally, I'd go for probably a comedian. I mean, maybe Keith Lemon, because there'd never be a dull moment.